Hey guys, what is up? We're back after a week's break with Sentenced to Be a Hero, and what a phenomenal first episode premiere it had. It was like an hour long, but my god, a spectacle. So we have Xylo, who unfortunately is being framed for a crime he kind of did, but it was more so, it was either everybody would die or he would have to live with the guilt that he didn't take a god out who was his partner. So for him, now he became a hero, where in this series hero has a different twist. It's not the heroic, well-meaning, mild-mannered individual who aims to protect humanity and all that is good and righteous and just. No, it's for people who committed the most heinous crimes and are treated as villains, and then marked on their neck that if they step outside those rules, pop goes the weasel with their head. And then unfortunately, and I'm saying that very lightly, they're brought back, even if it's not the same body that they were born in. So technically, being a hero in this series is not a good thing. I'd rather just be deemed a villain at this point and be marked as a villain than ever be marked as a hero. And obviously the corruption of the church and the empire and those who are conspiring against our good man Xylo, and he needs to redeem his name and everything. So of course he does have Teteria, I believe that's her name if I remember correctly. So they're partnered together, and hopefully with her and her help, he can finally clear his name that, I had to take out a goddess. If not, everything we know would have been lost due to the Demon King. So we'll see how this journey between these two go on, and how far it will take for Xylo to clear his name and find out the people that framed him in Sentenced to Be a Hero, episode 2. Yeah, as you should. See, she believes him. Yeah. Why? Who? How? Oh, I have a feeling humans were also behind the blight. I don't. I mean, yes, it's the demon lord, but right. Oh, oh, oh my god. Mm. So my man thought he was the king of a land, purposely attacked the people and the government there because he was delusional. Okay. Lady, yeah, it's better not to answer. You wouldn't even know. He probably is already gone. Mm. Oh, wow. Oh, If it's to invoke a person's life force, how useless are you? Oh, girl, don't hurt yourself. Yeah, stay with him. Yep. Tell him. No. So you're withholding the truth. So that means you guys do want to use Terry to for whatever agendas you guys got going on. Oh, and be careful because y'all in the cave. The whole thing could collapse on y'all. Oh, oh, ew. Okay, Dacia. Yeah. Oh, he was married? Oh. She will do anything for praise. Oh my god. Girl. Oh. 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 Okay. Okay. Please do not drop. Oh. Yeah, because that's a dangerous. I mean, it's good for the monsters. Yeah. This man is. Mm. Oh. Oh, those were the surgeons that were. Oh. Oh wow. Oh no. Yeah, they're humans. I didn't even think humans would have been able to change. Oh. I mean, he's no different than them. That sucks. And I know that little girl's father is amongst them. Dang. Mm, mm. He's about to turn. Your whole squad. Oh my god, he fell again. Oh my god. I mean, it's at this point, it's either you deal with the blights or. Mm. Hey, yo. He's doing this for your own sake. What the heck is that? Okay, it's twice that he fell, so something bad is going to. Twice. First my JJK, and now for this, something bad is gonna happen in the next episode. I feel it. But I will say the highlight was the Majesty. Obviously, I think he meant well, but you don't go attacking an entire country and people declaring that, it's for your people. That's one quick way of someone trying to assassinate you. You should be glad that you're not 6 feet under and you're just marked as a hero. So you can actually, no, it's not. No, actually, I would rather death than be sentenced to be a hero. No pun intended for the title of the series. But as we clearly see from episode 1 to episode 2, Xylo is still going through the trauma because Senivera and his connection to that original goddess. And if you saw the opening, obviously it does haunt him. Of course, it looks like he does have new bandmates as a hero versus when he used to be a captain of the 13th Troop, I believe. And losing all of them. And now he has new people as a hero that he works with. Of course, there does look to be advanced machinery mixed with magic set in a medieval time period, of course. So we're going to see a lot of that. But they showed in this episode that even humans can also be afflicted by the blight, as their name is Blunders, I believe, if I remember correctly. I just watched the episode, but it kind of low-key, I don't know why, they low-key reminded me of from what's that game called again? Oh my gosh. And I can see it's with Ellie and Joe, The Last of Us. Yeah, the blighted people reminded me of for some reason, and I can understand why it might be hard for both the commanders and knights and Xylo and the other heroes, aside from Tatsuya, because Tatsuya's mind is far gone. So Tatsuya only follows by commands and that's it. But this is what happens when you're sentenced as a hero, or basically a criminal by the Empire. Every time you die, you get just sent in. Either if your body's still intact, your soul gets taken out and then sent back into it, or your soul is sent into another body. But because of that, it loses memories of the original body and it forgets itself. But other than that, I can see why this particular mission that they're on and going into, at least for the next episode, is going to be a rough one, and hence why Ghetto fell a second time. It's simply because now it's not so much a matter of dealing with animals, it's dealing with humans. I mean, you should still feel the same effect towards animals as well, that you have to take them out. But I can also understand, like, when it comes to humans, it's also their comrades as well as the innocent villagers in the village who had to run away, and or those who were trying to keep the blighted at bay within the cave, and then they were turned and or were massacred while they were in the cave. So it's going to be difficult in that sense, and also bring about, the morality of the whole situation. And the fact that, again, because of Xylo's relationship with a previous goddess, he is conflicted right now, because it's just like, it's not to say that he doesn't care for Terrorita. It's just that knowing that, like, he was framed by all of his platoon being wiped out, and then said that he did take out the previous goddess, even though, as we clearly saw from the flashback in episode 1, she is also vulnerable to blights of the demon lords, and can be used to amplify their power when she is blighted. Because once it corrupts individual or anything, it is then used to add on to the ever-growing army, and uses power to aid the demon lords. So imagine a goddess that's already powerful, and now her power is being added on to the demon lords, which is already powerful as is. Hence why the humans, even the army, has a tendency to get wiped out, and is struggling to keep it at bay, like to the point that humans now are losing more land, and it's being pushed further and further away, to the point that they're going to be cornered eventually if they don't find a remedy. Not even so much as a remedy, find a way to rid of the blight and rid of demon lords once and for all. I don't know how they're going to do it, because again, I believe the novels are still ongoing about. I can imagine after this season, if it's popular enough, that there may be a manga that is translating the novels while also taking liberties from the anime to implement into the manga. So I can imagine that happening. But nonetheless, like, yeah, I don't see this mission turning about as nicely as we would hope. Like, obviously Xylo's going to survive, but in terms of the moral sense of it, yeah, he's going to feel very horrible. And as I stated in the last video the week before, when episode 1 premiere, I feel like, to me personally, the temple and the empire, the government, is involved in creating these goddesses. These goddesses are not normal. They're not naturally born. I truly, wholeheartedly, and I'm going to stick with this theory of mine, that they took innocent little girls who were either missing or they were kidnapped and then were subjugated, hence why demon lords can use them once they are blighted, because they are connected with each other. So they use a portion of the demon lord's DNA to create and then transfigure the human's DNA to become a goddess. So wiping out all of her memories and everything that she knew about herself, giving her extraordinary power, but there is a limit to it. And remember, they've shown that, like, if she uses up all of her power, she's easy to corrupt. So I truly believe that the goddesses are not natural to the world, but they are manufactured. Not natural, but manufactured by humans. Hence why I forgot her name, but she couldn't answer Xylo's question about, like, what are you guys going to do with Terrorita if I was to give her to you guys? Like, what plots are you guys, or ploys are you guys planning to do to her if I do give her up willingly? What are you going to make her do? In which she could not answer. So yeah, I definitely I blame the temple and the government 110%. And there is someone or people who has it out for those who doesn't really fall by the empire's ruling, and the temple's ruling, because they go hand in hand with each other. Somebody's paying out somebody, and they don't want something to be discovered towards all the people of the land. So that's just my theory. And I think they also have a ploy. I mean, yes, the demon lord causes supply, but I do believe they also play a small margin into that. But nonetheless, again, amazing episode. More like a ploy, of course, a little bit of action. Tatsuya was there. The Majesty, I love him already. Yes, he's a little terrorist, but who cares? He cares for his people at the end of the day. He cares for his royal subjects, and that's all that matters. Okay, he may be a little cray-cray, but he cares for his people at the end of the day. So I can't wait to see what next episode is going to entail, because certainly it's going to boggle on Xylo's mind and several others as well. So if you guys already read the novel version of Sentenced to be a Hero, how do you feel about this episode versus the chapters? It was adapted from the novel. If you read further than that, of course, no spoilers. The links are in the description box. You guys go check it out. And I'm Kimmy-chan, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!